So it turns out Credit Karma got fined $3 million by the FTC. Let's find out why. And I know some of you might think this is a little bit of old news, and it kind of is. This actually happened at the beginning of the month, and I still wanted to talk about it because Credit Karma is kind of a big player in the whole realm of credit. Credit Karma got famous by running ads to get people to come check their credit score for free. And as far as that part of their service goes, that's true. From my experience, the credit scores that Credit Karma uses are not the scores that matter the most, but it can still help you overall when you're trying to build or rebuild your credit. Now, Credit Karma offers this free service to people. Usually it could be Vantage Score, but it could be something else that they use as well. They offer this free service, but if you don't know this yet, nothing is free in this world. So if it seems free, you're giving them something, and what you're giving them is access to your personal data and the ability for them to market to you. Credit Karma makes most of their money from referrals so they'll refer you. Since they have all this data on you, they know your credit score, they have your social security number, they have all that, they have your address. They will refer you to lenders, like other credit card companies that want people to sign up for their credit cards. And when Credit Karma, every time an applicant gets accepted for a credit card that's been referred through Credit Karma gets a kickback from these lenders. So that's how Credit Karma makes their money. And it's important to know that because that's a big reason why they got in trouble. So how did Credit Karma end up owing $3 million to the FTC? Well, in short, they scammed people. Now, Credit Karma will not say that they scam people, but that's semantics. The FTC actually was able to determine that Credit Karma was telling consumers, because again, they have all that data and information on you, they were telling them that they would be accepted for credit cards and loans, and they had up to a 90% approval rating. I shouldn't say up to, because they said that they said that they had a 90% approval rating. And during the FTC's investigation, they were able to discover that that was not true. In fact, it was a blatant lie, and that most people, I shouldn't say most because I don't have the data on this, but a much larger percentage than 10% were rejected from these offers. So if more than 10% of these people were rejected, then that 90% approval rating is not accurate. It's a blatant lie. I could go into this all day about why Credit Karma should not have been guaranteeing 90% approval odds. It largely comes down to the fact that they aren't the actual lender. They're just referring you to the lender, and the lender makes the decision. But they really shouldn't have been guaranteeing that because it wasn't true, and they weren't the ones that made the decision. And the FTC called them out on that. So now the FTC has ordered Credit Karma to pay them $3 million. That $3 million will go directly to the FTC, and then the FTC will distribute that to the consumers that were affected by these super sketchy marketing practices. In addition to that large sum of money that will be paid to the FTC has ordered Credit Karma to immediately stop their practices, saying that they will have 90% odds of acceptance because it's not true. They're not only supposed to stop that, they're supposed to stop all deceptive marketing practices. The FTC has actually also ordered them to keep records of basically everything. If you think of it, they kind of have to keep it now. So any data they have on you, any communication they have on you, any way that they're tracking you, and everything that they use to try and market to you has to be kept on record. They didn't say this in the press release, but I think that the FTC is requiring this as almost like, hey, just in case you try this stuff again, we're going to catch you because we have all your records. I think that's what they were kind of going for. Bottom line, Credit Karma was being kind of shady. They got caught. They messed with some people. It hurt them financially, you know. This kind of thing, when you get rejected from a credit card, you have a hard pull on your credit report, and it really affects your credit score. Just one hard pull can decrease your credit score by 20 points or more, and that will affect your score for up to 6 months. Now, it'll affect the score up to 6 months, but it'll actually, that hard pull will stay on your record for 2 years. That's a really long time. And both of those things can add up. And when you want to get another loan, you might get rejected from another loan because of that hard pull on your credit report. And if you don't get rejected from that hard pull on your credit report, then maybe you are forced to get a higher interest rate than you would have before, which means you are paying more money each month than you would have before had you not been rejected from that card. So what seems like a small thing is actually a very big deal. Credit Karma should not have been doing that. They did financially harm these people. And my heart really goes out to them because they didn't really know any better. Credit Karma, that website is really built for people who are just learning about credit. And so they were almost taking advantage of people. And this is just my opinion. So I want to make that very clear. You might have your own on the matter, but it was shady business. Shady business, and they got what was coming to them. That's all I have for you guys today. I really wanted to talk about this because I know that Credit Karma is kind of a big player in the whole credit sphere. So feel free, please let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Did Credit Karma, get what they deserve? Was it kind of just a slap on the wrist, or what do you think? Let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.